Hi everyone, I'm Mark Thomas. I run the YouTube channel Mark Thomas Builder, and I'm one of the members of the Echo User Advisory Group, and I'm here today with Kris Kiser. He is the president of OPEI, the Outdoor Power Equipment Institute, and they're the company that owns the Expo. How you doing today, Kris?
I'm good.
All right. Thank you for
being here.
Coming in here and answering some questions
Sure.
for me. So this year we have a new name. So it changed from Equip. So what can we expect this year? What's different and new?
Well, we're without partners. So this is our first year of 100% ownership. And we brought the management of the show in-house. For 39 years of the show's history, we've had an outside third-party vendor that retired. So we brought the management in-house. That allowed us to do a lot of decision-making free of, we got to make the decisions. So we wanted to upgrade some things, the speaker, the concerts, add events, we could do so, right? And so we took a step back. They said, okay, we're going to rebrand, rename. How can we make this experiential? How can we make this a genuine return on investment for the attendee? We're 39 years young. Obviously, it's a successful show. One of the largest in the country. We were number 2 last year by square feet in the country. And so that's why you see the changes you've seen. The registry is now different. The badge issuance is different. We've added an event on the front of the show. We've added an event on the back of the show. We've upgraded the speaker, Faraday. We upgraded the concert, Trace Adkins. But more importantly, we wanted the experience here. And so the hall is a little different. Our manufacturers have invested significantly. We've sold out the space for the first time in our history. Every square inch. Wow. North Hall, South Hall, East Hall. And we expanded the outdoor demo area to 30 acres and sold it out. So we're on to something here, and we'd love your input and others as to how to continue to improve it.
So this is my 5th year attending, and it seems like the first year that I was here, I arrived on a Wednesday and it was a little bit quiet, but this year, I don't know, maybe social media has something to do with it, but I feel like I was missing out, that I should have been here maybe Tuesday.
Right.
So I'm wondering, are things moving ahead earlier in the week? So when's a good time to get here?
Exactly, it's great to hear.
Yeah.
One of the reasons we put a Tuesday night event. We wanted the show to open and start on Wednesday. So the dealer hours start first thing Wednesday morning, and we expanded the outdoor hours to all 3 days. So that's why a lot of folks come here, that 30-acre outdoor demo area. So yeah, we did do the opening night reception, concert fireworks at Louisville Slugger Field. We think we had about 4,000 people. It's such a big venue, which was a terrific turnout, and it was very cold, unseasonably cold here in Louisville. But it was a big success, and we know from north of 30%, almost 33% above average in hotels on Tuesday. So we know we pulled forward attendance. So then we look forward, are we holding them? Are we going to hold them through Thursday? It's one of the reasons we moved the big concert from Wednesday to Thursday.
Oh, okay.
We're doing it deliberately. We want to hold you.
Yeah.
We also we created that morning breakfast on Friday. So we have a morning breakfast with a keynoter, Joel Sartore, great guy. Created the photo arc for National Geographic. So he's going to do the breakfast on Friday. So closing event, opening event, big event in the middle to hold them. And thus far, it looks like it's working.
I just wanted to go back. So you're saying the outdoor space. Now, I haven't had a chance to go through all of it yet. Sometimes there's so much to do here that you get so busy inside, and it's great seeing people that I haven't seen in a while and having conversations. But getting outside, is there any more space? You said there's no more space available for that?
Well, we might take in some asphalt next year. So we did expand onto what was left of the green space on the south side of the South Hall. And that's where we've sort of wrapped around the building. We pulled steels up against the building on the south side, a couple across the street, and we put a food hall. One of the challenges we have now, we sold every square inch of the place. We got no place for food. So we did create the food hall in Freedom Hall, and we've created the food yard. We got some tents out there in the food yard. We obviously got to feed 20,000 people.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's tough to do in a couple of hours. I just came in from outside. 30 acres is big.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You need comfortable shoes.
Exactly.
And it's cool here, so you need a jacket, and it's dusty. There's a lot of equipment out there working. But that is what makes this show so unique. People out there driving, digging, cutting, moving dirt year over year. So that we really want to focus on that.
Yeah, and that's nice. You can take a break from that, come inside if you need to warm up, and then go back out.
Yep.
It's nice the way that it's located like that. So I've been in the Echo User Advisory Group since the start, and when we first started this social media lounge, I was in the conversations on how we would, what it would look like, and how we would interact with people. So now we're in a new space. I know the cameras can't see, but I'm wondering what do you think having it outside the main hall area? How is this working? When
you did this with me last time, we were in the back of the hall, right?
Yeah.
And there's such terrific energy. And look, I've turned into my father, right? I keep talking about young people. Look, there's young people. But it's true. And they're the future, of course. Not you two. And you. No, they're the future, and that's what we're trying to attract. And we want to get these folks here. And that's what we're working on. So when we did it last year, we were out back, and I'm like, this is where it is. This is how younger folks are communicating. These are the channels where, and they're doing such terrific work. You know, the Energized thing down the hall here too. I said, showcase them, get them out of the dark, put them in a lobby, and make the first turn out of the north wing, and so that's kind of my doing. I said, I hope you like it.
Yeah.
I said, let them see people come, go in, out, put them front and center, and showcase it. Because this is fantastic that you're helping us out here. Mm-hmm. I know you all are driving, and these other influencers and the young people of today are driving people here, and that's what we got to see.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's really worked out well. I was here at the end of the day yesterday, just commenting with some people, and I said, I think this is the best place so far, and they're like hands down. So they want to reserve the space for next year.
Oh,
so
good.
Just, if you can put a note.
I know people. I know people that can make that happen.
Okay.
It's getting tougher and tougher. I think we have 19,000 parking places out there, and it's tough to find a place to park.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I parked illegally, but I might have fudged a little. It's crazy, and it's good. You didn't make it over to Mutt Madness, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, what the camera can't see is my dog is right here. Who was adopted at Mutt Madness 3 years ago. And it's, again, one more way that we're different, right? This show is different. Dogs bring a whole different, we have a huge partnership now with the Humane Society, our 5K, another new event.
Oh, yeah. That was,
which was very well attended, considering it was freezing cold. She was there, right, it's named after her. She's Mulligan the Turf Mutt. But we had a huge crowd over there for Mutt Madness to benefit the Humane Society. We're obviously citizens of Louisville. We've been here 39 years. We've moved our staff is here. We opened an office here. And so we want to connect with those folks in the community that are doing the kind of things that we like. Dog rescue, backyarding. And so we had this dog adoption event, which was huge today. And, oh, by the way, the point I was trying to make, we filmed 2 TV shows here today.
Oh, really?
Lucky Dog and Mission Unstoppable, both on CBS on Saturday mornings. Correct me if I get that wrong. And so one crew from LA, one from New York.
Wow.
We're shooting TV shows here, and so we shot at Mutt Madness.
Huh, that's nice. Yeah, I have 2 dogs at home, and as I was saying earlier, I miss them, and I was hoping to make it to that event and just at least get a fix of be around some dogs again. There's a lot of fun.
The great thing about Freedom Hall, we bring a big tree in, right? We throw it on a flatbed, drive it down onto the floor. And so when they bring the dogs in, they're brought by truck, and the truck drives down the ramp, and they open it up, and you see the rows of dogs in their cages in the truck. And it really is, one by one, they take them out of the cages, hand them off. There's a lot of energy. Obviously, the volunteers, the staff, the people around, some of them get adopted between the truck and the pen. It's that much energy, and it's just good energy.
Yeah.
So that just wrapped up. I think we've got 15 adopted today. It's the last number I heard. There's probably a couple on hold, so maybe 18.
That's great. Okay, I do have a question from the changes to last year to this year, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions in a row. So last year you told us how GIE was turning into Equip, and you told us about the new website and how you expected to help the community and the industry grow. So where is Equip now after 1 year, and what has the Equip accomplished already, and what do you plan to focus on next year?
Well, it's a team effort, right? So the show of this size, one of the largest shows in the country, we're more than 1 million square feet, 1,000 exhibitors, 30 acres. It's a big, big event, right? So it's a team effort. I don't want to take credit for the people that actually do the work. Me, I answer the phone, sign the checks. A lot of folks do this work. But we sold out for the first time in our 39-year history. Every square inch, indoors and out. our largest revenue ever, our largest sponsorship ever, largest ad sales ever, and there's the numbers. 24,823. That was this morning, not including today's totals. So now you have an attendance record. So we'll hit We'll hit 25,000 people. This is a private show, which is remarkable. So in our first year of management and ownership, we've broken every record there is to break. Now, if I can break 18 on the dogs, it's a win-win. So the show's been a success. On the numerics, on the math side. What we want to get is the opinion of attendees, folks like you, influencers, people who are in touch with what's going on, is what are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? How can we prove it? I know we'd love to get people in here easier through those gates.
Yeah.
We bought the parking, $70,000, but so you don't have to stop at the gates, but it's still, we're moving a lot of people into the space. So again, lengthening the hours, helping the in and out, free parking, but we want to make it experiential. We have partnered with, on the education side, so this is the first year for Pool and Spa. The Irrigation Association is back. We partner with Landscape Management, so the landscape education. Hardscape sold out. They're 51,000 square feet. Their attendance set a record. So we're doing something right. We want a return on investments meaningful for the attendee. I can find education, I can do peer-to-peer, I can have a good time, and I can learn something, experience something. And we think we're getting there, so that's all good.
One of the things that, as you're talking about that, the app that you have to find everyone here has worked really well. My son's helped me navigate. I'm telling him where I need to go next, and he keeps saying how great the app is.
That's good to hear.
So that's worked really well.
I'd love to say that was my idea, but it wasn't.
It just helps us find. So I'm just thinking, like, from the first year that I was here, and looking at a map, and now technology's improved too. So I know other shows are having the apps, but that's just something that has worked really well for us. We've been able to find the places pretty easy.
That's good to hear. And registration, it's a whole different registration setup. It's easy now. It's kiosk. We're not mailing a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff, a lot less paper. And so that's a big change for us. We want to continue to evolve, use the technologies available to us.
Yeah, that's great. So is there anything that I've left out that in this interview, just that you want to touch on? Just
you got to come to Expo.
Okay.
Every person that you talk to, especially the first timers, what do you think? Oh my God, it's big. There's so much here. Oh, I wish, and I hear it all the time, I wish I had more time. I wish I had booked that extra hotel room. I wish I had this. I should have got that. Plan. We're now a big enough show, and it's a complicated enough show in a good way, is you need time. So if you want to take it all in, and you're going to make the time effort to get here, we believe there's a valuable return on the investment. Stay an extra night. Stay an extra 2 nights. Kentucky's a fantastic place. Get on the Urban Bourbon Trail. Go see the horses down in Lexington. There's lots to do here. Don't crunch it, right? And plus, we're weather dependent on the outside. Now, the weather's been glorious but cool. But come to Expo, but plan.
Okay, right. Well, one way that I can tell that it's been a really great time for me is the time has gone by so fast that, like yesterday, I just looked and it's like 5 o'clock already, and I had some great conversations, and the time just flies. So I do have to keep an eye on my watch to make sure I'm staying on track to be able to fit it all in. But I definitely agree. I stayed another night, and I definitely think it's worth it.
Good.
So this has really been a great time. I really appreciate Kris tell me and all of us everything about the show.
Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you.
We're going to wrap this up now, and I think I'm going to head outside because the weather is at least close to 60, and I think that's going to be good outdoor working weather. So
see you next year.
Sounds good. I'll be here.